Hi guys, now we'll go for the next problem in our journal bearing. The question is like this. Full journal bearing 50 mm diameter and 100 mm long has a bearing pressure of 1.41 Newton per mm square. Speed of journal is 900 rpm and clearance ratio is 0.001. The bearing is lubricated with the oil having operating temperature of 75 degrees Celsius in 12.5 CP. Here CP is nothing but centipoise. Room temperature is 35 degrees Celsius. Taking as unventilated, determine first one the amount of artificial cooling required. Second one, mass of lubrication oil required. If the difference between outlet and inlet temperature of oil is 10 degrees Celsius and specific heat is 1.75 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. This is all about the given problem. Now we must list the given data, what he has given in the problem. Full journal bearing. So here the type of journal bearing he has given, it is a full journal bearing. So beta is equal to 360 degree, 50 mm diameter D is equal to 50 mm, and 100 mm long. Length L is equal to length of the shaft in the sense that is journal. L is equal to 100 mm. Has a bearing pressure of 1.41 Newton per mm square. So bearing pressure or average pressure is given. P is equal to 1.41 Newton per mm square. That much pressure is going to exert on the journal. Speed of the journal is 900 rpm. So speed N he has given 900 rpm. That we need to consider in small letter n, that is 15 rps. So here we must be careful. Here somewhere in between we must substitute uh, n in terms of rps. That we'll see later where it is. And clearance ratio is 0.001. Clearance ratio C by R, that is equal to 0.001. The bearing is lubricated with oil having operating temperature of 75 degrees Celsius. So here operating temperature T suffix B he has given. Operating temperature is nothing but bearing temperature, that is T suffix B, that is equal to 75 degrees Celsius in 12.5 CP. So here he has given absolute viscosity Z is equal to 12.5 CP. CP is nothing but centipoise, that we need to convert into Newton second per meter square. So Z is equal to 12.5 Cp is nothing but 12.5 into 10 raised to minus 2 P, that is equal to 12.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 Newton second per meter square. Their poise is nothing but Newton second per meter square, and we are getting the value Z is equal to point 0.0125 Newton second per meter square. Now we must list out the formula required to solve this particular problem. The first unknown is the amount of artificial cooling required Q. So in previous problem we practiced with another method, that is a flow variable. But here we supposed to go with another method that will work out. So here amount of artificial cooling required Q is equal to heat generated minus heat dissipated, that is Hg minus Hd, where heat generated H suffix G, that can be evaluated by using the equation 15.6 J, page number 356, and the equation is Hg is equal to F into W into V. And very next, one more equation he has given. Velocity V is equal to pi d n by 1000. And here speed n, in this equation we need to substitute in terms of RPS. So the reason in earlier what I did, that I have substituted in terms of RPS, that we supposed to consider. Next, unit load or average pressure P is equal to, that can be uh, that can be considered by the equation 15.6c, page number 354. P is equal to W by 2RL, that is equal to W divided by L into D. Next, coefficient of friction according to Petrov's equation, F is equal to pi square divided by 0.5 into 10 to the 6 into Zn by P into R by C. Or one more equation we have, that is F is equal to 2 pi square into 10 to the minus 6 Zn by P into R by C. That is equation number 15.4a, page number 353. Here we must substitute N in terms of RPS. Please careful, RPS. Heat dissipated H suffix D, that is equal to k suffix p into L into D into 10 raised to minus 6. That is equation 15.11c, page number 360. And here temperature rise coefficient k suffix p that can be evaluated by using the equation T suffix b minus T suffix a plus 18 whole square divided by small letter kp, where k suffix p is equal to 0.484 for unventilated condition from the same. And next last unknown is mass of lubrication oil required m. Q is equal to Hg minus Hd, that is equal to mcp into delta T. This is the required equation. Now the next step is a solution. So as per the given problem, the first unknown is amount of artificial cooling required is Q, that is equal to heat generated minus heat dissipated. That can be obtained by using relation Q is equal to Hg minus Hd, call that as equation number 1. And heat generated H suffix G is equal to Hg, that is F into W into V, call that as equation number 2. And velocity V is equal to pi d n divided by 1000. That is required in terms of meter per second. And where n is equal to in terms of RPS, revolutions per second, substitute that we are getting the velocity. V is equal to pi into 50, diameter is 50 into n is equal to 15 divided by 1000. That 1000 we used to convert that diameter in terms of meters. Therefore, velocity V is equal to 2.356 meter per second. Soon after evaluating the velocity V, that is 2.356 meter per second, now we're supposed to find unit load for by using average pressure equation. P is equal to W divided by 2RL, that is W divided by L into D. Substitute the value of pressure 1.41, that is equal to W divided by 50 into 100. So we are getting the value W, unit load W is equal to 7050 Newton. This value we're supposed to get first. Soon after getting the value unit load, now we must find the value of coefficient of friction. Here I said two of the methods are there. One is Mekies equation, another one is Petrov's equation to find the value of coefficient of friction. If in the problem, if you fail to mention either Petrov's equation or Mekies equation, we can prefer any one. Generally, we must prefer Petrov's equation only. That is given by the equation F is equal to pi square divided by 0.5 into 10 to 6 into Zn by P into R by C R. Coefficient of friction F is equal to 2 pi square into 10 to minus 6 into 0.0125 into 50 divided by 1.41 into 1 by 1000. Use this relation. We are getting the value F is equal to 2.62 into 10 to minus 3. No unit, since it is a coefficient of friction. And substituting this value, coefficient of friction, in equation number 2, we are getting heat generated H suffix G is equal to F into W into V. Here F is nothing coefficient of friction, that is 2.62 into 10 to minus 3 into unit load, that is 7050 into velocity, that is 2.356. We are getting heat generated H suffix G is equal to 43.51 joules per second or watt. This is the first unknown we're supposed to get. Soon after getting the value, coefficient of friction F is equal to 2.62 into 10 to minus 3 and heat generated H suffix G is 43.51 watts. Now we must find the value of heat dissipated H suffix D. And here H suffix D is equal to K suffix P, capital K suffix P into L into D into 10 to minus 6. Call that as equation number 3. Now temperature rise coefficient K suffix P we must find. K suffix P, small letter K suffix P is equal to T into B minus TA plus 18 whole square divided by K suffix P. Now we must find the value of K suffix P is given, that is for unventilated condition. In that particular page, there are two different conditions there. One is for fully ventilated, another one is not, he has not given any condition. That condition is nothing but unventilated condition that we need to consider. And K suffix P for unventilated conditions, monitor K suffix P is equal to 0.484. Now we'll evaluate the capital K suffix P, that is temperature rise coefficient. K suffix P is equal to 75 minus 35 plus 18 whole square divided by 0.484. So K sub x p we are getting 6950.4. It is a coefficient, no unit. Now substitute this in equation number 3. We are getting h sub x d is equal to K sub x p, that is 6950.4 into length. Length is equal to 100 into diameter d is equal to 50 into 10 raised to minus 6. So we are getting h sub x d is equal to 34.75 watts. This is the required heat dissipated. After getting the value, heat generated and heat dissipated, we must check whether artificial cooling is required. That is by the condition, simply by comparing. So since here heat generated is more than the heat dissipated, means what is the heat generating inside the journal bearing and dissipating rate is less. It indicates what artificial cooling is required. So now we need to substitute these two values, h sub x g and h sub x d. In first equation, we are getting the value. Amount of artificial cooling required, Q is equal to 8.76 joules per second or watt. This is the required solution for the first unknown, that is amount of artificial cooling is required, that is Q is equal to 8.76 joules per second or watt. Soon after getting the value, amount of artificial cooling Q is equal to 8.76 watts. The second unknown what he asked, that is mass of lubrication oil required. How much quantity of lubricating oil is required to meet this requirement, that is heat to be, amount of heat to be removed, that is 8.76 watts. So here use the relation Q is equal to Hg minus Hd, that is equal to mCp into delta T. So Hg minus Hd is equal to that we just now we calculated, that is 8.76 watts, that is equal to m into Cp value has given 1.75 in the given problem. Just to go through, in the given data it is Cp is equal to 1.75 kilojoules per kg Kelvin, correct? So kilo is there, so here I took 10 raised to 3. mc sub x p is equal to 1.75 into 10 raised to 3 into delta T, rise in temperature delta T, that is equal to 10, that I substituted. So I got mass of lubricating oil that is required, m is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 kg per second. That much quantity of lubricating oil required per second, that much kg per second is required.